Elections, there's a flurry of activity within the various political parties. They're working out who will be representing them in provincial legislatures, the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces. One of the parties that will be taking more people to Parliament than it used to is the Freedom Front Plus. It will have 10 MPs in the National Assembly. Advocate Anton is the chairperson of the Freedom Front Plus. Mr. Elberts, good evening to you. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Good evening. Thank you, Stephen.
What kind of people are going to be representing you in Parliament?
Well, we're taking 10 new people. Some of them are still from the old guard, if I can call it that. 3 of them. I was the 4th one. I will not be returning to Parliament myself. I'll be coming to Gauteng to help build the party here. On the 10 list of the people that will go, 2 of them will be women, quite young women and professionals as well.
So 8 are men?
Yes, that's correct.
80% of your parliamentary caucus will be male?
Yes, that's correct.
Quite a high percent. It's probably the highest of all the other political parties.
Well,
it doesn't really matter if it is or not. The point is that it's still male-dominated.
Yeah. Well, we don't have affirmative action in our party for women or for any people of colour or anything like that. So we take people on merit. And the women who are there did go through a process just like everybody else. And they were chosen on merit. I can just say that on the first 20 of our list, we had just as many women representatives as the DA in total.
That's a nice spin. Okay, so the point is, so just to be clear, you work on merit. You don't have affirmative action in your party.
No.
So only 2 women in the Freedom Front Plus are good enough to be in the top 10 to go to Parliament. Only 2 of your women.
Well, most of our party members are men, are male, so that is a demographic reality. But increasingly more and more women are coming to the fore. We have a lady that's our representative in Limpopo, who's also our party leader there. She's an MPL now as well. And we have a whole range of up-and-coming female representatives on the local election level that's also putting up their hands, and they will in future be leaders in a party. They will come to the legislatures in the future. They will be MPLs and there will be MPs in future. So it is a process that we are busy with. We are quite aware of our position. It's not that we're ignorant and we're saying, okay, we'll just keep this a boys' club at all. We are quite aware that women are important. We see them as our equals. And in the future, there will be a growth in our female representation.
All right, so it's not a boys' club. Looks like a whites' club, though.
Well, that's also changing. That's a process. We are a party that's focused on minority rights. We did appoint Mr. Peter Marais as our premier candidate in the Western Cape. He did get a seat as well as an MPL in the Western Cape. And that's a start. We also actually in 2016 had various candidates, black and coloured candidates across the country that represented us. One of them actually won but won a seat in Hessequa municipality. And he was also the kingmaker in Hessequa municipality, and he became the deputy mayor as a result, and he's a coloured person.
All right. So just to be clear, I mean, race matters in South Africa. You know this very well.
Yeah.
All of the people who represent you in the National Assembly and Parliament are going to be white, and 8 of them are going to be white men.
Yes, but as I said, this is a process. So in future, you will see people from different backgrounds coming to the fore as leaders and, being chosen on merit. And they will also be able to represent us in Parliament and on all levels of government in future. So you must understand also that in terms of where we come from, as historically our party, our outreach and the outreach to other minorities and to other groups, as well as their outreach to us, is a process that's happened since, I would say, 2010 in all seriousness. And it has culminated to where we are today. And it's still an unfolding process because we have to build trust over time. You cannot just go into a community and say, look, we want you now to represent us as the black people in a certain area. And then they tell us, well, are you just using us to get votes, or what are you doing?
Well, Mr. Elberts, I mean, there are various things here. Okay, I mean, we know what your party stands for. I mean, there's been a lot of conversation about it. You'll have seen what the commentariat has said, the idea that it's basically racist white people who voted for your party.
Really, I don't know what to say to that. Those commentariats, I think they themselves should actually do very, very good introspection themselves. I think they are projecting. We are not racists at all, and we are not a racist party, and we do not have racist policies. In fact, our policies are in line with international law on minority rights. If you go look at the European Union, if you want to join the European Union as a country, you have to protect minorities. And we are actually aligned with that, exactly aligned with that.
Okay, I know.
So there's no way that you can say we are, we are trying to keep people out. We are trying to bring a balance between the minorities in South Africa and the majority. If anything, we are trying to bring stability to South Africa.
Okay, you're trying to bring stability to South Africa with the slogan "Slaan terug, hit back," right?
Yes. Well, it is time. Because we are saying, if you read our manifesto and if you go on our website and you look at all our other material, we are saying hit back against the ANC with your vote. It's not hit back against certain people or certain colors or certain genders. It's not divisive. It's actually political.
It's hit back against the black government, surely, is what's really being said. That's the political subtext. It's called dog whistling.
Well, the ANC wouldn't agree with you that they're a black government, and because you're implying that they're also racist, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm implying it's a majority black government.
But why do you call them a black government then?
Well, that's the point is that's how your supporters see it.
Have white people?
No, that's how your supporters see it. That's why I called it dog whistling. You know what dog whistling is?
No, how do you know that? Have you done any research in that respect? Have you done focus group research? Have you done any quantitative research in that respect?
No. That's not. Don't try. I realise that you're an advocate.
Are you thumb sucking at the moment?
No, Mr. Elbert.
Because you're a commentariat. Now you can thumb suck as well.
The point I'm trying to make is that, I mean, as recently as on SABC News last week, just a week ago, your former leader, Dr. Peter Mulder, I'm sure a man you hold in deep respect, said he was very worried about racial polarization in South Africa. I imagine you are too. And yet your slogan is "Slaan terug, hit back," and you've got a parliamentary caucus that's all white. I mean, how does that fight racial polarization?
Well, like I said, we're saying fight back against the ANC. And anybody can say that. It doesn't really matter what race you are. We are a party that stands for minorities. And we come from a certain place where we are a party that used to represent mostly Afrikaners. We are a party now that's focused on minorities, and it's a process to get other minorities on board. But we have done it. We have shown that we are serious about it. Mr. Peter Maree is an elected MPL in the Western Cape at the moment. So to say that we are being disingenuous about this is maybe a point of perception. It's maybe the optics, but it's not reality. And that's why I'm standing here today to say to you, no, it's different. It's really different because we want to have stability in this country. We want to represent people from the minority groups from all backgrounds, irrespective of their race. And we can also show, and we will show in the future when we do our research, that some black people have actually voted for us as well.
Advocate Anton Elberts is the chair of the Freedom Front Plus. Thank you very much indeed for coming in tonight.
Thank you very much.